All right, guys, so watch this video for Wednesday, June 27th. You can see the SPY had one of those indecision days, closing about where it opened. A couple highlights from the room. If I capture screenshots to tweet, I usually try to save them and use them in the video so people can see the reason behind the tweet. And this basically TRXC, I'm showing you 5-minute candles. This was yesterday. It topped out at 5. There, and then this morning, hits 5. And then was right back up there. This is a screenshot. I just did a chat room search for the symbol TRXC, this morning. And look at all the heads up about TRXC. Not only, hey, I like it at 5, but then heads up when it gets near 5 again. And you can see what it did. The stop was like a nickel below. Just a great, and Wayne actually called it over the mic, over $5. So a nickel risk. It's like 10R there on that one. And then I'm also going to show you ABIL because I want to give Jane credit. ABIL/G, which just, and you can see this is like 3 minutes in. That's red to green, and this is a 5-minute candle. So it sells off, comes back. Red to green is right back through the open, and that was 887. 887. The high of day was like a couple pennies above. The whole number 9 just above that. So we had our stacked catalysts that we look for, and it went from 887. Jane's called a 1455. 568 a share on about 30 cents risk, never underwater. Just a great call by Jane. And I've said this before, but if you're just discovering greatstockpicks.com, you might not know this. Our chat room members have the ability to build a hot list, what we call a hot script list, but we'll just call it a hot list of any member they want. They can put on their hot list in our chat room. And any, and a moderator, or they don't even have to have the moderators. And what happens is, anyone that types that's on your hot list, they type something in the chat. You can set it up to get an audible alert, and everyone on your hot list can actually be in a separate window. So our chat room in and of itself it's really like its own scanner, because you get to choose the kind of traders you want to follow. And if anyone is in our chat room and doesn't have Jane on their hot script list, they're doing it wrong. Unbelievable the way the stuff she finds. So anyway, that was a couple highlights from today. It's just been fantastic trading the last couple weeks. Here's what I'm watching for tomorrow. All right. Now, ACHV, massive volume today. Gapped up, kind of ran a little bit, but then closed below its open. Definitely want to watch this one tomorrow. Look at 25 million shares. Definitely needs to be on watch. AVGR, gapped up and topped out at 203, closing at 187. But it was kind of interesting. Here's the intraday. So gaps up, sells off, takes out the high of day, takes out the low of day. All that happened in about the first 30 minutes. And then after that, it stayed in that range from here to here. Longs thinking they're going to win, shorts thinking they're going to win here, and it ends up sideways. So I kind of like this through 2 tomorrow as a potential long, but we don't know how it's going to open, so we've got to wait and see. It definitely goes on watch. RENN, this one's weird to me, but when you go to intraday, kind of another example. It put in its opening range in the first 10 minutes. These are 5-minute candles. So from here to here, never broke out of it either way. So, stuff like this, if you try to trade the little nuances, the little tiny little base breaks and stuff, you'll nickel and dime yourself to death. So I really try to make stuff hit an inflection point before I'll get involved. But I think this is worth watching tomorrow. XBIO. Couple calls in the room on this one. Let me think. I'm not sure about that. No. Okay, here, I'll show you where I called it. I called XBIO as an opening range breakout because they had that huge move yesterday. It's a recent high flyer. So I just called it in chat. I said, hey, 470 with a 450 stop. Trigger's right there. You can see the volume coming in and goes from the 470 idea, just an opening range breakout, all the way to 568. I didn't even put this on the results page. I just forgot. But again, I always try to pick a couple highlights for the results page. I don't spend all evening going over all the trades. So this was really nice, right? And I had a really nice trade in it, but it came back down and I sold my last portion when it got back to my entry. Then look what happens. Then it actually did that. Crazy. So anyway, because it's so insane, we're going to watch it again tomorrow. You can see how far off of its highs that it closed. Definitely want to watch it tomorrow, though. XBIO. LEDS, pretty decent volume for this stock today. If you look at today's volume stick, you go to the left. Hasn't had this kind of volume in probably a couple months. Don't love the daily chart, but it closed pretty close to its highs for the day, so we're going to watch it. ASCMA. That's a weird symbol. Kind of topped out back here, right over $3, pulled back, and then ripped today. So it's extended away from the moving averages, but I think it deserves our attention for the next several days. Let's see. I have XBIO on my list twice. That's not going to work. Let's see. CLSN. CLSN. This nice pop here, topping out at right around 350, 348, and it's flagging. So I want to watch that one for a follow-through break of that flag. AETI, not in love with this, but you had a huge pop back here. Tried to pop here, but then closed below its open. Seems to have found support at the 20-day and closed green today. This is maybe my least favorite from the list, but I'm going to put it on a chart tomorrow. CADC, this is a goofy stock. It can be, it's a nickel spreader anyway, but I saw it as high as 20 to 25 cent spreads today, so certainly not in love with this one. But it's also with these, take today's candle out of it and look. You have these topping tails, right? It looks like, okay, it's going to round trip, and then today it actually holds up better. So for that reason, I'm gonna watch it. That's CADC. CVRS popped here to 96 cents. I usually don't trade the sub dollars. Put in a lower high at 89 cents. It's got nice support between 70 and 80 cents, and it's curling back up again. So it might break out of this range, so I'm gonna watch it. All right, I'm not in love with that one at all. And then SLNO, I'm going to put on Bounce Watch. Again, it was on Bounce Watch today, no trades in it. But after this gap up, it actually hit 360, and now it's 3 days in a row down into that area we call the buy zone, kind of have a gap fill, and the area we call the buy zone is between the 8 and the 20-day moving average. That's all I have. I'm going to try to keep it short. Check, if you go to our website, click around. Maybe I'll slide this up there. Click around. This is our highlights page or our results page. But go to the trading course page if you're clicking around, and this is a link. The click here, July 4th of July special offer. We already are starting our 4th of July special. If you click that, takes you to a sale you won't believe. Also, below this video, you'll find links to our free webinars. You'll find a link to a chat room special. There's also a chat room special combo deal on that course page. And what's it? One more thing. Oh, and sign up for that free trade idea of the week. Do that trade idea is linked below too. So a lot of good stuff. I'm done babbling. See you guys tomorrow.